right, so first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Showing off, this is one of the lightest screen paints that we make. This is called Ultra Light Gray. This is a screen paint technology we developed to do things a little different besides developing black technology. And as I said before, we develop just about everything. We have, like I said, blue screens. We have green screens under the exotics. We have the screen right here called the Midnight Black. I'm sorry, mustard, Midnight Mustard. And then we have our blue technology screens in there. But I'm showing you this demonstration here. This is actually our light gray screen paint. Actually, it's one of the lightest ones we make. And I'm showing you a side-by-side demonstration to Crow's product. Now, as I told you before, that our screen paint has color coding technology, which allows the screen to be able to read contrast levels. It gives it the ability to produce higher white levels, and also to produce much better color than everyday paint. All right, so I'm going to, I don't even know where my stand's at. I think my stand is over here. And just to keep this demonstration on a projector that's powerful enough, I'm using my Chrissy full 1080p projector at 4300 lumens. Now, this is the lightest screen paint that we make. And this is to show Crow that even we can go all the way down to our lightest gray screen paint and still show an advancement over your screen with no problem whatsoever, because the technology we're using here has 100% coding technology embedded into it. Now, as I said before, when it comes to light gray screens, the ultralight gray, but they have the ability to produce better color. The white levels are going to be extremely high, like I said, because it's a light gray screen, and it's also too going to have the ability to be able to produce and outperform other screens. This isn't the black silver, this is actually the ultralight gray, which is a more lighter screen that we developed. So we got our lights out for this one. Not really lights out, I would say, but just to show you with the lights out, our screens, even our light gray screens, and these are the more affordable ones, mid-class, we call them, they are still can outperform other screens. All right. So I like to start off first with going to the white levels first. Let's go over to white screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
And there are the white screen levels on our screen. And later on, I'll show you my screen. I'll take it over, lay it against the wall so you can see how light that screen is. Like I said, they can mimic these contrast levels. Also, the screens also can actually produce darker images. And you're going to find this quite fascinating. Like I said, if you're going to be challenging on bright levels next to our darkest screens, which are light gray screen, well, we can take our light gray screen and put it against your light gray screen. All right, so as until we're showing the white levels first. And we'll go over to red screen.
Audible lets you experience
And this is going to do that.
in a new way.
Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
That is the difference between, and I told you that if you're going to be challenging our technology, that I don't have to go pull out a black screen and do a side-by-side demonstration. I can go to our ultra light gray screens that, as I said before, have 100% color coding technology, and they can produce darker colors than your screen. So this is light screen versus light screen. So let's go through the colors, see which screen produces.
Hey man, everything good? Good job, man.
I have no idea what that's all about. But there you are, your screen. You're going to think, well, Ken, that screen is much. It's very light. Okay, pull up our reds. And that's the difference between your screen showing a red level and our screen showing a red level. As you can see, your screen comes out washed out because, like I said, it doesn't have color coding technology. Like I said, gray screen versus gray screen. I told you I can go downstairs. I went downstairs and found our ultra light gray screen painted onto a screen. We did this demonstration. So like I said, you want to challenge our technology, this is my light gray screen paint versus your stuff. Told you. Starfield demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I told you. That light gray screen can mimic a contrast level. Now, like I said, it's not going to be as advanced as the black screens or the darker screens we have, but that gray screen can mimic a contrast level. Far more better than your gray screen paints. And that's the lightest gray screen paint we make. So when I tell you that we make everything, we make everything. We make black screens, we make gray screens, dark gray screens, and different color screens. And all our screens have that color coding technology dropped into it, which means they have the ability to mimic contrast levels and white levels and all that other good stuff. I can show off a contrast level off my gray screen, something that you can't do. LG 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Don't touch my technology, man. Don't even think about thinking your technology is as good as mine. I told you that I can mimic. This is my light gray technology versus your light gray technology. I want you to see this again. See, I don't have to use a black screen to blow your screen. I can go downstairs and I can get me a light gray screen. And I can produce a contrast level darker than your screen. You want to mess around with color coding technology? Man, I'll design something that'll level everything you have over there. I got stuff over there that can do that right now. I'll design a, let's see, what's the weirdest screen I can think of? We got to get me in a really crazy color. Because I'm about to design a real Frankenstein monster on you. And trust me, you won't be able to lift your head up from that one. That's a gray screen. That's a light gray screen. If I take that screen and pour it from the projector, they're light gray. They can mimic contrast levels. I try to keep my calm, but this boy really don't understand the level of my technology and where it stands. I got so sick and tired of seeing these fake demonstrations or these fake gray screen paints of claiming to be to do this and do that. You'll never show contrast levels, never show them. So you know what I did? The Lord blessed me with this. This is a light gray screen paint that can see contrast. You see how shiny the back end of that horse is? Look at that. Look how that pulls out from the image. That screen's pulling a contrast level and it's light gray. I got sick and tired of you guys cutting so many corners doing these fake demonstrations on this gray screen paint that said, you know what? We're going to do it on the level it should be done. We want to come out here and we're going to design a gray screen paint that can see contrast levels. Something that you avoid at all costs. When I show off black screens, I display nothing but white levels. Constantly showing white levels. Constantly showing my technology against versus other high-end screens. Showing the difference between color patterns. Y'all avoid all that at all costs. And then when y'all show your gray screens, y'all stick to your nice white bright colors. Of course a gray screen can do white bright colors. That's what it's designed to do. That's like saying that a white screen can't produce a white snowstorm. You should be showing the opposite. You should be showing what your screen is designed not to do. Bam, like that. And that's not even right there. That's not even a black silver. That's an ultra light gray. And it can see contrast. It picks up better color than your screen. It costs less than your product. Yeah, you want to test God's technology? You don't know what you're getting yourself into. You thought that black screen can pull a high white level. This stuff is insane. And it can pull its contrast. New York City, nighttime, screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
See, we don't shy away from them demonstrations. See, I think just blended into your screen that fast.
My sub has baby. Now buy one sub, get 150% off in the app.
There you go. There you go. I don't have to use a dark screen to take out your screen. I can use a light gray to do it. Our light gray technology is way beyond your screen. There we go. LG Beta Fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
Outer space, screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's see. Let's put this dark one right here. Yeah, say any more? Sony 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Can't pull the background. Can't pull the red. Can you see blue? The color blue. Screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
No, you can't see blue. Now, how light gray is that screen? Well, let's see. Let's put it in here first. Here we go. That's how light gray the screen is. It's a light gray screen. It can pull a contrast level. You can't pull a contrast level because your screen doesn't have color coding technology because it's just everyday paint. That's all it is. Just everyday paint. That screen right there was able to pull a star field demonstration, multiple different colors with no problem whatsoever. That's technology right there. What you have in there is just everyday house paint. That's why I couldn't show any difference. I told you I can take my lightest gray screen paint, that I have, and I can display contrast levels off of it. Isn't that beautiful? And look how dark it gets the minute it hits the projector. You would think that screen was dark gray, wouldn't you? It's not. They're light gray. They just have a color code in them embedded inside of them that allows them to be able to pick up dark colors. Dark colors kick in, that dark code kicks in anytime blue or different colors are being displayed to make the colors pop higher. That's why when I laid it down, it's light gray. When I lean it up against the projector, it turns dark. Now, keep in mind that if your Cinemax is lighter than that screen right there, that personal mix, well, this is your personal mix right here. If it's lighter than the personal mix, that thing will turn into a white sheet of paper. Starfield demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Lay's Poppables, the perfect combination.
See how I just blended into your screen? My white levels are that high. Just blended your screen that fast. Now watch this. Boom. Starfield demonstration. I can blend your screen. My screen right here, my light gray, has white levels that can blend your screen just like that. And I can pull contrast level that will leave your screen exposed. And you're worried about no Black Nova 17s. Give me a break, Crow. Mind your own business. Stay in your lane. As I said before, your technology works. It's not on our level. I can bring my lightest screen paint out, and I can still blow your screen clean out of the water. This technology right here has been tested against 18 certified screens. It's done an ultra short throw test, long throw test, 22 feet back at 1,000 lumens, and still pulled Starfield demonstration outside at 13 feet. So what chance do you think you have of going against this technology? As you can see, it's embedded with color coding technology. It's light as the screen. It can pull a Starfield demonstration. I pulled off a bunch of contrast demonstrations on this light gray screen, something that you won't even dare do. "4K butterflies."
Getting that from YouTube.
See the power behind that technology? Produces high white levels and can produce contrast. So if we were to do Sony 4K demonstration,
Getting that from YouTube.
let's watch the transition. So the transition would be,
New year, new me. See,
we're gonna go from a
I
high bright color.
then came back.
See, look, you're not even picking up on the commercials. Your blues are not even coming up. We're going to go to a transition. So I like this transition into one. It first starts off with black contrast levels first. Oh, keep in mind, we can blend you on all of that. That's easy. I could blend you on everything on here with no problem. See, my screen's light gray like yours, but I can see contrast. I can see color. You can't see color because you have no color coding technology embedded in your screens. Now this is what I'm going to do. We're going to do a transition. We're going to go from high bright colors, and then we're going to go into a contrast with your screen can't see contrast. Isn't that interesting? You know why I can't transition? Because there's nothing about it. There's nothing special about it. We can blend into your colors with no problem. You can't see contrast. Colors don't come up correctly at all. I told you we make everything. Black screens aren't your big thing and you don't like the contrast levels of black screens? Guess what? We have a gray screen paint. We got a gray screen paint can see a contrast level when most gray screens can't see it. Our gray screens have been tested against other certified gray screens, which is something I was asking from the door, that if you're developing a gray screen, you should be able to pull up a contrast level. You should be able to do tests against other gray screens to see how your screen stacks up. But y'all don't do those demonstrations. Y'all stick to those nice, high, bright colors. That's all you do. When you do contrast demonstrations, you're constantly in the dark. Wait a minute. I'm going to see something real quick. Now, as I said before, this is a mid-class. Doesn't mean it has the ability to pull contrast level as dark as a black screen. No, only black screens have that capability to pull a 100 when it comes to that. But this is what I want to see real quick. Something just jogged in memory there. If you're curious to see how light gray my screen is, there it is. That's how light gray it is. It's a light gray screen. It just has color coding technology, that's all. All right, I'm going to see something really quick. I saw something in that demonstration that caught my curiosity just a little bit. Something that I saw in there. I want to see that. Really, I want to see that real quick on this black screen. Do you see how light that screen is compared to that black screen? Woo! All right, but I'm going to show you something. I want to see something real quick. Something just caught my eye real quick. I want to see something real quick. And now, the gray screen is not going to be able to go against the black screen. This is black technology. It's not going to land against a black screen. I don't know why people even bother asking me that question. I want to see this real quick. Something I saw in there that caught my attention. I just saw something really strange. I want to see something real quick. I got the right remote control here, or I got the wrong one here. This is the one for the theater room. I saw something. I gotta check this out. I gotta see this. Here we go. I got the remote controller here. I gotta see this. Something caught my eye. Something caught my eye there. There it is, right there. That's what caught my eye. That's what caught my eye right there. You know why I'm doing that? You want to know why I just did that right now? I'll tell you why. In Crow's demonstration that he did against the so-called Black Nova that he claimed he had, this particular demonstration he showed off in his video that when his screen, when the black screen was laid against his Cinemax, that this area came up really dark. You can't really see it. And that's what made me go back and take his 2 screen paint products and put it against that surface right there, because I wanted to see how dark that image would come up, because he said it came up so dark you couldn't recognize it. You want to see something interesting? You see how the light is hitting the projector? See how it's reflecting on the floor? That's the white light that pushes off your screen, that bounces all around your walls and everything when you're in a dedicated theater room setup. And if you notice, when you look at the black screen, you don't see anything at all because it absorbs the light. Isn't that interesting? But I just wanted to see that because he had this image up there that was so dark that you couldn't see it. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's definitely black paint. Yeah, there you go, Crow. I just want to show you that real quick. But see how your paint's reflecting on the floor like that? You know what that's caused by? That's too much white light reflecting off your screen. If you had that on 120 inch and you had it in a dedicated room, your walls and ceiling would be lit up. Just want to show you that real quick. Now, let me go back to displaying my gray technology versus your gray technology. Hey, it looked nothing like you did in the video. I wonder why. Just wanted to see that real quick. Now let's take our light gray screen we have over here and let's produce some more contrast levels. Something you're supposed to see when you watch demonstrations off the screen. You're supposed to see those contrast levels, right? Right. Supposed to see those contrast levels. Should we get the projector that has a 22,000 to 1 contrast? Wouldn't that be interesting? And then show a demonstration or a star field demonstration? I think that would be interesting, wouldn't it? All right, let's disconnect this one. And we're going to bring in a 22,000 to 1 contrast. And let's see which one of the screens pull up a better star field demonstration. I mean, look, if you're going to test out, if you're going to basically go against our technology, you know, you should at least know what you're getting yourself into. I don't have to do a demonstration on a black screen. I bring my gray screen out and go challenge you one by one and see what happens. But I'm not going to do bright colors. We're going to do contrast. Let's see what happens. Let's disconnect this. Well, we already went down that road already. But let's see if this changes if we do this at 22,000 to 1 contrast. Maybe we might get, he may show an improvement in this picture. We'll see. Could be worse. Could have put you against a blue screen. That's embarrassing if a blue screen, but we already did that one already. I'll put you against a pink screen next week. The unicorn. That'd be interesting. You versus the unicorn, a pink screen. If that screen pulls better, oh, we already know what's going to happen. Leave it alone. Ooh, here we go. Let's see what happens. Make sure everything is plugged in. And we got remote controls on hand. I think I'm gonna have some biscuits today. I'm dying for some biscuits. Get some biscuits. All right, let's get this baby to plug in. Sometimes I gotta unplug, put it back in. There we go. And ultralights are 15s, just so you add. So I hope that black dark that bottom got that quick. Screen's already reading contrast right from the door. Told you, we make everything. If our customers don't want a black screen, then we have gray screens. We have two different gray screens. We have the Platinum Eclipse, which is a super dark gray screen. We have a black silver, which is a mid gray, and then we have the ultralight. Now let's go with that. We got a 22,000 to 1 contrast. Let's pull up. We should get intro. Starfield demonstration. And she's going to butcher that one. 4K screensaver Starfield.
Getting that from YouTube.
Think about what you could think about.
She took her time on that one, didn't she?
Aliens are real, all right. There's just too much evidence. Kill weeds, not the law, with Roundup for Lawns products.
I got my flavor in St. Louis with barbecue heat like nowhere else. So sanitation got fired.
We got her up here.
We
She
got
starts having the mind of her own. Hold on.
Bringing up the ball against grown men, and you would just smoke them.
He could catch fire at any minute.
flavor more than just sauce. It's that kick, that heat. And now, bringing that flavor to you. Hope you like
We got the
that.
weight of the other screen on here.
Flaming hot barbecue.
There we go.
Your originals.
Perfect. Ah, that'll work. There you go. 22,000 to 1 contrast projector right there. Samsung 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Colors still washed out, still faded. "4K, outer space, screensavers." That's supposed to be black people. Let's pull up. See if we can bring the screen. That's supposed to be black, not gray. Outer space screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. Okay. There you go, up close. You can't pull contrast level, period. We get that ultralight gray can do it. Can we blend your screen? Yeah. It's a light gray screen. How about we make it difficult for you? And now we've removed the 22,000 to 1 contrast because somebody may not have 22,000 to 1 contrast. And we go to a projector that only has 3. I wanted to do, usually when I put my system outside, they bring the dog in the house. But you're not going outside today, and I'll tell you why. The neighbors just had a roof put on today. The dog has been sitting in the basement all day. That's where they keep the dog at. And the basement's all nice and all right. They got a furnished basement, but that's where the dog's been at all day. Now, if the workmen are gone, the dog can go outside and have some fun. So I'm not going to take that away from a dog. He wants to go outside and run around. I can wait another day. We got plenty of sunny days to go outside and play. Not that I fear to do the demonstration because I did it last night. I was just going to do it again for a recap. But like I said, the dog needs to get outside and play. But we're not done because tonight you're going on the purple screen, the magenta lights out. Let's see how you size up against a purple screen with no lights in the environment. And you won't be alone. You'll be up there with other high performance screens. They'll be up there too also because we haven't done the lights out demonstration yet. I wasn't going to add you to that because it was no purpose. Because as I said, at the end of the day, I get no credibility off your product. It doesn't do anything for us. It just basically debunks some of the dumb stuff that you do on a day-to-day basis about basically trying to slander our technology or trying to compete with our technology. It's funny because you constantly claim yourself it's not ambient light rejection, but yet you go against technology that is. So this shows our customers that they don't have to have a 22,000 to 1 contrast ratio in order to pull a black screen or black contrast level off of our technology. Bring this up a little bit. Yeah, we should bring it a little bit. That's what I like about lens shift. I love lens shift for this particular reason. Because you can move stuff around on lens shift. Interesting. Starfield demonstration. Screensaver.
I found a few matches for that. Do you mean flower screen?
Cancel. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
And she still got it wrong. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
How do you get Garfield space?
Hey.
Really?
These Tostitos habanero chips are spicy.
The spiciness is sort of like.
See something interesting there? You see his shirt was supposed to be black and it came up gray off of his product. Oh, you see how it's coming up gray at the bottom? It's not even pick up the black background on the YouTube. Can't see color. Which means our light gray screen paints, like I said, this is the lightest one we make, actually can see red and your screen can't see red. We've done this too many times to count. I said I've done it too many times to even count. Look at that. Where's your screen? I can blend your screen with no problem, and I can pull a contrast level and expose your screen for where it is. Let's go over and clean this snow. So how you're missing your individual branches. It's all washed out. And that's easy. We're doing white levels. That's too easy. Contrast test demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, you're gonna butcher it. You always do. Let's go back in. Let's go back in. Of course you're gonna butcher it. Always do butcher it. There we go. Contrast demonstration. Why don't I just speed up that one right there and just put that in there instead? You're going to challenge a Black Nova. This is the lowest screen paint we make. The lightest screen paint we make. And even I can show you a difference between this gray screen paint and your product and the 15 or 18 certified screens that it was tested against. I can show the difference. It can pull the bright levels easily, but it can pull a contrast level that your screen can't pull. And that's why I take the screen off and I lay it against the wall so you can see the screen is a light gray. Let's go go find something else to play with.
For bathroom odors that linger, try Febreze Small Spaces. Just press firmly and it continuously eliminates odors in the air and on soft surfaces for 45 days.
Would you like to go against the black silver next? They're slightly darker than these screens. Still gray. There you go. You can look at that for a minute. Couldn't even pull the black background. See, you can't even pull the black background. It's not even showing up. This is the light gray screen. Next week, I'll put you against a pink unicorn screen. You'll go against that. And that screen can pull a heavier contrast than this screen. That's an exotic. Now this was developed because, like I said, we have customers who want it. They like the black screens, they do, but they're still in the tradition of having the gray screens. They like the gray screen. So one of the things we need to change with the gray screen was have a gray screen that had the ability to pull a contrast level, a decent contrast level, still maintain its white level. So they get somewhat the best of both worlds. Now, if you want that super heavy contrast, as I said before, black screen's not for you. We have a Platinum Eclipse. They're designed to pull fair white levels, actually very good white levels, and extremely good black levels. If you're into heavy contrast screens, then that's where the Black Novas come in. So what I mean by we develop something for everybody. Maybe you want something maybe a little bit more darker than the light grays, but not too dark as the Platinum Eclipse, then you have a black silver. But that's what they're designed to do. Where you can see it different in our technology, and like I said, that's where we test against other screens, because you have to be to see where our technology levels up. As I said before, at the end of the day, and I'll keep saying, his product works against a white screen, but next to our stuff, no. Where I can just show you all contrast demonstrations on my screen because it can do that, where he can't do that at all. And we gave you challenges behind the screen also, which you never did do. But you want to go against a Black Nova and fake that demonstration. Told you, I could bring my gray screen down here and still level your screen with no problem. And pull and I back it up. If I say I'm gonna do something, I back it up. And what I mean by it's more affordable, for a gallon of his product would cost you somewhere around $75 a quart. You add it up times 4, and then you add the $23 for the shipping. A gallon of this stuff would cost you around $178. That's it. And I can display my contrast on a projector that doesn't have a 22,000 to 1 contrast ratio, which we don't need in a fully lit environment. And I can show you contrast demonstrations from sun up to sundown. QLED 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Which ones we want to go with? Now I can show you bright colors. That's no problem for this technology.
Anything could happen ever since I met you.
As I told you before, if I want it to be roofless, I can just go in and I can inverse engineer your technology and I can use it to blow out your own stuff. Easily. All we'd have to do is drop that code in it and that's it. It's a wrap. You see this light gray screen paint right here? We could drop that code in it and boom! Automatically it sees contrast. But it has to be tuned in order to do that. We could easily do that to your technology just like that. And we can use it to actually blow out your own stuff. That's easy. It's too easy. You're lucky. It's burgundy red on the side of this screen. We won't do that to you yet. That's an exotic on the opposite side of that screen. I like to play back and forth with my screens. This is the reason why I like the black screens. You see how dark they are? Good gracious, I love dark screens. See how bright them colors are? In order for a black screen to pull colors that high, it has to be to produce a white level. Now, what was that about the Nova's coming out too dark? I wonder. Yeah, we don't calibrate our screens over here. We don't have to do that. Our screens don't wash out and fade.
Belvita, the dip it, zip it breakfast biscuit. Dip it, zip it. Belvita biscuit. Dip it.
Which screen you want to go against? Black Nova, or you want to go against the light gray screen? Can't compete with the Black Nova because the contrast levels are too high, and the screen pulls insane colors. Can't beat with the ultra light gray because it pulls insane white levels and a contrast level your screen can't do. You wanted to go against the technology. Told you it's a bad idea. Challenge that screen. Whew, man, that was not good. I can tell you that right now. I felt for you on that one right there. I really did feel for you on that one. That Nova took your screen apart. I mean, literally ripped your screen apart. And Tuck, when you're messing with technology, man, you don't even understand. Black Nova's white levels are freaking amazing for a screen that dark. Now, I don't know what you were even thinking by doing that demonstration. What were you thinking? I can't do any more to you, man. This screen, I can't do any more to you. That's all to it. I think you might have learned your lesson. Don't mess with Novus, man. Don't mess with it. This is a technology, man. Like I said, you don't understand. This information given to me by my Lord and Savior how to design this screen is complicated, and it's not as easy as mixing in your everyday little paints here and there. It's not. That's why it's doing what it's doing to your screen. And keep in mind, this screen, like I said, it beats 18 certified screens easily. So if 18 certified screens couldn't hold their weight against this technology, what do you think your screen's going to do if you go side by side to this? And for those of you who feel that, oh, but let me explain something to you. Christians aren't meant to be run over. We're not meant to be your welcome mats. We're not at all, period. So you understand that. You touch my technology, I'm going to embarrass you. It'll teach you to stay in your lane, to mind your own business. But we're not meant to be your welcome mats. Before you start judging, you need to crack open a Bible and start reading it to see exactly what happened to people who actually decided to go against or basically do something wrong against a Christian. Read through that. You get a good understanding of it all. Now, keep in mind, on my end, I have to make sure that I don't basically cross lines where, like I said, I could reverse his engineer, his technology, well, I can't call it technology, or his paint, and I can basically use it to blow out his own product and then charge you $1 for it. That's revenge. Now, you can't do that, and I can't do that. I know I can't do that, so there's certain things I can't do. But I'm not going to let you come on here and talk trash about my work and the work that my Lord and Savior gave me, and then do these fake, phony demonstrations and try to convince people this is how it is. You need to grow the freak up. I'm getting tired of blowing your stuff out of the water. I really am getting tired of it. How many videos I got to do basically showing you you're not on our level? Give it the freak up. Stay in your lane and do what you do best. Deal with your customers. Don't worry about what we're doing. Don't worry about what we're working on. Because every time you do this, I'm going to bring your product down here and I'll run it through the grinder. I'm going to put it through the same rigorous demonstrations and stuff our technology has to go through every single day. I got to think of stuff sometimes to do to my own stuff. I sat there and told me, oh, we're going to take the projector at 22 feet. Well, you know what? Let's pull back a whole 30 feet. I do stuff like that in demonstrations. Let's hit it with a 130 watt lamp. Oh, that's not enough. Let's go get two 200 watt lamps and stick it on top of the screen. I got to think of crazy stuff to do to my technology in order to, not to prove it, but just to see how much it can take. Well, you cutting corners and sitting in the dark. You don't even know what to do first. Now, as you can see, like I said, my white levels ain't so low that you can't see the screen. But if you need higher white levels, well, then we got this. And that screen can see contrast. That can't. I don't think I need to say any more. Sorry about the chewing candy. Sugar level a little low. All right, let's go switch back over to the gray screen. Yeah! Because we're going to switch back and forth. That's what we can do in this demonstration. I can switch from one screen to the next. So now, yeah. For those of you thinking like, well, how would your gray screen compare to the Black Nova? Black Nova would eat this screen up. It's a black screen. Are you kidding me? That's why we don't do gray screens outside. I would never suggest you, if you ever buy a screen paint from us, inside the house, yeah, perfect, beautiful screen. Outside, no, I would never use a gray screen outside. I wouldn't use a purple screen. The only screen I'm gonna use outside is that screen right there. That screen is designed for outside. It just pulls up a much, it reflects much more light. And that's what it's designed to do. We're going to take this screen down. The Black Nova 17. Alright. Do that. I'm going to be doing these fake demonstrations. How light gray my screen is again. We'll look at this screen again, how light gray it is. And my dad said, if you didn't learn today, you're going to learn now. No, we already did you already. That road. I could put you back up there if you want. Let's do some more contrast demonstrations off my screen. That's what I want to do. Do some more contrast demonstrations off my screen. There we go. Let's see. What do I want to do? Oh, let's do the 4K screensaver New York City. I like that one.
Getting that from YouTube.
It's a nice dark demonstration. Come over here for a minute. There you go. Starfield demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, so let's see. They bring Mr. Hold on a minute. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
They bring him in at a certain time. Okay, cool. All right. I can work on that. You get a little time to go out there and play. I get a little time to go out there and watch some TV. That works for me. I can work with Dog Man. It reminds me too, I gotta go shopping on Amazon, pick up Dog Man something nice. They got a chocolate lab over there. I'm always looking to buy the dog some toys to play with. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out yet. I actually plan to get a dog, but I haven't decided which one. I would like to go with what I usually get with baby 150-pound bully son. I like those. They short hair too, so I don't have to worry about the dandruff messing with me or anything, because usually, you know, long hair animals with the lungs and all that don't play too well. But 150-pound bully son, yeah, I know exactly where I'm getting mine from too. I gotta get mine imported. Now they're not fighters. They don't basically, but I am gonna need a canine suit because I do train my dogs for guards. I love guards. I do. Man, I tell you, I love guards. And two of the guards I used to have, they don't make a sound when you tap the gate. When you jump over, that's when they attack. Oh yeah, they're sneaky and quiet. You would never know there was a dog in the yard. And they wait for you. I used to train them like that. You know, but it's jumping the gate to begin with. When you think about it, it's private property. You know, prisoners being over to begin with. But yeah, I know how to train them. And they'll be just as playful around kids and all that other good stuff. It's just that they're designed to be guards. That's what they are. All right, let me see. My neighbor got 18 acres. God forbid if you jump over there. Woo, man. Hope you can run the distance. You got some nice ones out there, some nice guards out there. All right, we done been through all this already. Starfield, screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Why must you play with me? Give me what I asked for.
That's my favorite kind of dog.
Really?
You just didn't want to be around for that one.
Fritos Top Top.
No.
It's a fan favorite. Fritos, they go anywhere, dip into anything, down for everything chip.
Would you like me to get a little closer? See? Can't see contrast. Somebody says, what if he develops a black screen? Then he becomes the biggest hypocrite on the face of the planet. That's what he becomes. We're going to make a difference anyway. He couldn't figure it out if he wanted to. He doesn't have the mindset for it. There's a way you have to think of black screens. You can't think of a black screen the same way as you think of a white or gray screen. There's a whole nother category of interesting. Let's just say it's very interesting on how it has to be done. And I've seen part-tay stuff, and it's not good. I don't know who puts grease. I'm not even going to go down that road. I never heard anything like that in my life. It causes separation of a chemical to do that. All right. I'm going to go basically watch a Western. I'm done for the day. Pretty much did my gray screen paint. And I'm just saying that's not showing its black levels, but like I said, all in all, I'm going back to my black screen. I like my black screen. Don't get me wrong, I like the ultralight, but I like black contrast screens. Let's do something interesting. Not this. We're going upstairs. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go upstairs to the magenta. I'm gonna go visit the magenta. Boy, you get a chance to hit all the screens in the house. I should put you against a 17 early in the morning when we open up the window. Let's see how you land against a purple screen. There's some magenta right there. In all its glory. Dark. Royal. Magenta. Purple screen. 5,000 Lemon Chrissy. Now you get your chance to go against an exotic 15. This is a purple technology. Already not a good sign. Well, it's about time they fixed that one. Kind of waiting for that one. Oh, thank you. That works. Thank you. There you go. Keep in mind, Fernando, that screen's purple. That screen will make your screen colorblind. Let's see how your white levels come up. They come up too high. Yep. That automatically tells me the story right there. This is how we know. Yep, heard it fall off. Usually do. Put it right there. Hopefully it stays that time. I'm going to sit down and relax while I do the last of this demonstration. In a fully lit environment. I don't even get a chance to play with my screens that much, especially this one. I mean, honestly, you really want to go down this road. We don't want from a gray screen back to a black screen, now to a purple screen. I displayed colors, I displayed contrast levels, white levels. I even showed you contrast on my lightest gray screen paint. That should be a cue right there. On my lightest gray screen paint, that produced contrast levels better than your screen. If you want to go down that road. Look at that. You just got it in your head. I don't know what it is that you really think that your technology is better than ours, and it's not. I'm sorry, it's just not. I don't know how other screens I got to test you on. If you want, I can get up early in the morning, open up those windows. You can go against the 17 if you want. I'll do white demonstrations on that screen. And if you want, I'll do I'll do the whole thing, everything. Anything you want to see, I'll do it against that screen with no problem. Common sense should tell you, Crow, if I'm testing my screens against certified screens, if I'm hunting and tracking down certified screens, I'm not picking and choosing. I'm literally hunting down screens. No matter how dark they are or light they are, I'm throwing them against the screen. So that should tell you if I'm on that kind of path where I'm basically tracking down certified screens to test against our technology, what makes you think that this is going to be able to withstand our technology? I'm not picking and choosing with certified screens. No, I'm tracking everything down. And then the fake demonstrations. Come on, grow the freak up. Even your own screen doesn't want to stay against the technology. Petty little childish stuff. Mixing black paint. Like we wouldn't see that. Are you kidding me? Where do you think when I did the Black Nova, not only did I do your screen paint, but I did a certified white screen, white sheet of paper, Seymour AB 1.3, Seymour AB Matinee Silver, and a Cinema Gray. Screens that were far lighter than my screen, including those white screens and that white sheet of paper. And still the screen was able to maintain its white levels and produce colors and contrast that your screens couldn't even begin to even touch. Then I pulled out a light gray screen paint and showed contrast levels, something you never show on your screens. Swap that between 22,000 to 1 into a projector that didn't even come close to that. Showing customers that they don't have to go out and spend the money for all that extra bells and whistles just to get the screen to pop. It doesn't annoy me. I find it funny that you constantly embarrass yourself this way. Ooh, man. Just look at that. My projector behind me is a 5,000 lumen Chrissy projector. It can't even help you with color. That screen sitting up there is purple. Anything you do after this, I'm just going to laugh at you. I'm not even going to entertain you. I'm just going to laugh at you because pretty much, like I said, through this demonstration, we pretty much summed it all up. Anything else you do is a cry for help. Next time you do demonstrations against someone's product, do it honestly. Get the real thing to begin with. Don't mix black paint. Don't print labels and all that other dumb nonsense. But when your product gets here, we will display those labels showing that, yeah, this is your product. We have it here. What you're writing all that's up on it, like I did with the containers downstairs. And we're still going to do your Cinnamon Mix Frankenstein, and all your other screen paints are going to go against the Black Nova outside in one hit. And we're going to do everything. Contrast, white levels, everything. I'm not going to exclude white levels. There's no point in doing that. It's wrong. Let's go with an, we can get the LG. I like doing the LG. Let's get the LG. I want that whatchamacallit with the horse. Whew. I figure what I got to eat for dinner tonight. I might have, might get a, no, I can't have that. It's kind of messed up when you find out you can't eat pizza no more. Two, stop sending me emails. On top of that, of your little videos. Stop sending me emails. I'll start blocking you, putting in your junk mail. Send me a video, ask me, was I colorblind? Let me ask you a question. Are you colorblind? Do you know what red looks like? You don't want to be up there. I had nerve to send me an email telling me I'm not colorblind. I know what black looks like because I know what black contrast looks like because I display it all the time. Question, do you know what it looks like? Because you never display it at all, period. Did it downstairs on my gray screen with no problem at all. Didn't even need a black screen to display contrast levels. And like I tell my customers, black levels, and it says right there in the description of the ultralight grays, the black levels aren't going to be as high as the black screens. This is basic common sense. But it's going to be much higher than other gray screens, which you already displayed that also. I don't even get a chance to play with my screen that much. Let's look at my purple screen. You can call it the purple screen, call it the Barney screen. It just beat the crap out of your screen. I'll tell you that much. If the name Barney wasn't taken, if I had the rights, if they did give me the rights, I would have called it the Barney screen. Oh, that would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? If they would have given me the rights to say, you know what, you could do that, I'd have called it the Barney screen. What would have been more embarrassing than getting blown up by a screen called Barney? I'm not big head in the way. Hey, let's do something different. That needs deaf, done that to deaf. Have we done this one already? I'm gonna try to find something a little different. And I'll do some lights out because I did promise some lights out for y'all. I don't want the camera in the way, but I guess it's going to have to be in the way. The screen's got 135 inches, ain't too much where you can move without hitting the screen. I can go for an omelet right now. I want some biscuits and some baked fish. That's what I want. That's what I want for dinner tonight. I love catfish. A lot of people don't like catfish. I love catfish. Next thing he'll be doing, he'll be taking purple paint and saying this is his product. That'll be the next one. But as I said before, you know, if you want to do that challenge with the exotics, because we did give you permission to make, well, actually it's like 15 now. We did give you permission that you could make all 15 of them. You just have to do it in the timeline on how we did it. And since you felt the need to go after a 17 Nova, I think you ought to do all the test demonstrations that Nova's had to go through. You know, side by side to your screen. But he's not going to do any of those at all, period. Because he can't match Nova. Look how black the black looks like. Look at this, hold on. That's what would have happened if your screen was gray and didn't have color coding technology and couldn't blend. See, the interesting thing is when you do this demonstration in the dark, the screen looks like it's producing black. It does. But when you're next to our technology, it comes up as gray. That's why I said it's not on the same level. Well, I've got big heads in the way. My big head's in the way. That's the problem. They want to cut the corners and they don't want to do the work. Told you exotics. The beautiful thing about exotics, exotic screens have insane color. They do. They have, it's like eye candy. Why do you think I painted 135 of this on my screen before it was ever tested? And you don't have to be in the dark in order to get those colors to pop. It'll do it with the lights on. I just love the color! Get the color! Sorry, you have to understand. But you gotta see it from my point of view. The color is so good! Look at this. Doesn't make a difference. Lights off, lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off, lights on. Doesn't make a difference. I love the freaking exotics. It's like candy that you want to just take a bite out of the car. I know I talk about retiring, but man, some days, man, it's just hard. And think about it, like, man, what are the stuff we can just develop and make? You gotta remember, I get these moods, okay? I mean, eventually I gotta retire, but I mean, I ain't trying to retire anytime soon. I love what I do. Look at the colors, look at the, oh my God, I gotta go back. This is the reason why I never get a chance to have fun with this screen. Oh my goodness, man, the colors, just, I love the exotic colors, are like candy. I'm sorry to keep going back to this. Look at this. Look at the color on the cars. Look at the Super Soaker. This is, mind you, a purple screen. Look at the green on the screen. Oh my goodness, man. This is why I love gaming on the screen. The colors, Street Fighter, all them games have them colors explode off the screen. Take it out of the way. This is what a screen is supposed to look like. That's why I say I love my black screens. All the screens I have through the house, I love my screens. The Midnight Mustard, all of them. I love those screens, man. I love them. When I get my new house, I'm probably going to do a 300-inch thick screen coated with this magenta. It's going to be right there in my living room. I'm going to have screens throughout my whole house, all over the place. Again, calibrate what? You know, calibrate colors over here. We're going to calibrate Jack. And mind, this is an old projector. My projector is outdated. It's an old projector, old Chrissy. They started making these things years ago. And we want to say, I want to see the performance with the color off. With the lights out. Look at that. I'll tell you, this is amazing. And mind you, this is screen paint. I tell you how amazing God is. This is screen paint that was made with scraps of product we had downstairs in the basement. Went downstairs, I wanted to paint this screen again. I wanted to do something different with it. And this was made by a mixture of products that were downstairs. And the Lord gave me the idea for this. So this was made out of what we had left over in the basement for inventory. That's it. It was made from scraps. And you see how amazing that looks. That's why I tell people, when you want to sit there and you want to challenge God, you challenge me, you challenge God's technology. You won't win. Option. That's options right there. Lights can go on, lights can go off. Oh, we got to do this. We got to do this one right here. Wait, is this one right here? We got to do this one. I got to do this one. I forgot when we did that swap back and forth between those two projectors downstairs. One was 720p and one was 4K. I'm sorry, 4K. Ha ha ha! One was actually 1080p, 4K. What would be the point? Honestly, I'm dead serious. What would be the point? I mean, for you, you might want a 4K projector. That's up to you. For me, yeah, I don't need it. I don't even like to use 1080p as it is. Oh, my battery's low. All right, look. I'm out of here. My battery's low. I enjoyed this demonstration. I really did. I really enjoyed this demonstration. It's not bottom line before this particular individual. It's just that you gotta learn, man. You gotta learn that you gotta learn to stop doing those corny demonstrations where you're basically doing fake demonstrations. You gotta stop doing it, man. Where is all my equipment at anyway? Downstairs? Somebody's barbecuing hot dogs and I can smell it. I think it's my neighbor over there. He's constantly barbecuing all the time. All right, where's my big hookups? Down here. I mean, that's right here. These are my big hookups. What we got running down here? Oh, got the VR glasses running downstairs too. Added some stuff to my VRs, my Quest. Add some upgrades to it. Had to Frankenstein them suckers, cause my whatchamacallit snapped on me. My Elite strap snapped on me, and I had to go Frankenstein my glasses. So I'm taking those upstairs with me now. Usually I use, people say, are you gaming in there? Not really. Because I get a lot of motion sickness and next day I'm waking up, I'm dizzy. Yeah, I don't do a lot of gaming. I do a lot of chatting. So basically I'm usually in the VR chat channels, stuff like that. I got a lot of friends in there. And we just go in there, we just talk about political stuff and stuff like that. That's all we talk about, and other things and families and people's friends and stuff like that. That's basically about it. But as for the gaming, a lot of people getting on there, they get sick. You know, some people get motion sickness, some people don't, you know. But for me, I get the motion sickness. So I try to play a couple games in there, and it just doesn't go well by me. I don't know. So I just do a lot of the chat rooms and I'm talking to people. That's my modifications right there. That's my new modification setup that I put up on there for my new ones. Because, as I said before, oh crap, where's the stand? The next room. I got you, I'm gonna charge you. Gotta figure out where we just put the stand. All right. There's it. On top of that, when you think about it, you know, you don't miss it much because you go from a 1080p, because the room in there is a 1080p 5000 lumens projector, and then in here we have the 720p NEC in here, which, like I said, we really don't miss it. So, you know, some people gotta have one 4K, they gotta have a bunch of 4Ks all over their house. No, my projectors downstairs are all 720p, and my projectors up here are 720p. This is how I get set up to go watch my shows. Where's the rest of my stuff? Okay, everything's over here. All right. If I want, I can have my lights on my screen. And these are the 17s. If you ever decide you want to go against the, which you did go against the 17. We can do this early in the morning where it's more fun, because right now this is too easy. I like to have the windows open. It's dark right now. This is my other screen in here. This is the screen I'm at the most. Oh, is Dope or Nope got a new one out? Not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay, we're gonna watch and see. Well, I can't watch anything right now because it'd be copyrighted. For right now, 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Just put something on for the time being. It doesn't make a difference. Let's do the birdies.
If you're tired and you know it's getting
See? 720p. So this is the acoustic screen. Woohoo! Wrong way. That could be freaking anywhere in the house. I only got two of them up here. That's what they whipped me upstairs again. Not there, not there, not there. Definitely not over here. We stuck it somewhere. Ugh. Sorry about that. Lost the remote control to my main screen downstairs, which I need. Man, I hate that. Already had it in my hand, lost it. Lost my remote control downstairs, and it's always on the lounge chair. Alright, this is the one for up here, right? Yeah, it's for up here. Alright, that's one of them. Got one in the kitchen. Not down here because it wasn't in this mess. We had somewhere on this, just don't know where he put it. It's not here on the VRs. Not by the next mess right here. Not there. Maybe it's in a hoodie. I have bad habits and stuff in my hoodie. Not in the hoodie. Oh well, guess I'm going to sign off while Mr. Bird tries to track down where he lost one of the main remote controls to his lounge area, which I don't know where I stuck it at. It's always in the same spot anyway. I can't activate that screen without that whatchamacallit remote control. And I keep losing it. Nearly lost that remote control again. Ah, found it. What the freaking George? Really? Seriously? That's where it was at? Man, I don't remember throwing it behind that. That's really stupid. Trying to get my projectors fired up for the night. Finally got the one in the kitchen running. That's the big screen right there. We got the one in the kitchen running. That's the new Fire Stick I got for that one. So this runs all night. And then this runs all night. And this one runs all night. I'm surprised, like I said, the lamps are pretty cheap. That's why I do my research to see how much the lamps are going to cost me before I go dropping a whole bunch of money into a projector. beautiful beaches. I think I'll play this one downstairs. I don't do enough scenery. I think I'm gonna play this one for the night. Alright, so we'll put this one in here. This is this screen. That goes in there on that right there. That doesn't go anywhere. And then we have the one in here that's done. Alright. Well, I'm done for today. Alright. Well, hope you enjoyed the demonstrations. Pretty much that's the note for me. I don't have to do any more testing against this stuff. I think I proved my point already. I got other things to work on right now. I don't have time to entertain the town squire. So I got things to do. But like I said, you know, anytime somebody, whether it be a big corporation or even a small hobbyist, who's going to go in and basically try to tarnish my work and all that I've done in my company, I'm going to prove you wrong. I want to back up what my technology can do. Look at the size of that shark! That's that midnight mustard. I just saw that. That's the 235.1s are good for that. Just showing the huge sharks. Look at that. But anyway, like I said, you know, you want to do fake demonstrations, that's what happens. All right, that being said, thank you for your time. I got to go and God bless.